The clock still ticks, but no one is waiting. An opening note of reflection. It used to be simple. You woke up with purpose, the rhythm of deadlines, meetings, and urgent tasks filling your day. The clock was your guide, and the calendar your roadmap. But now, the clock still ticks, yet no one is waiting. The calendar is blank. The silence is loud. And yet, you ask yourself, how can something as beautiful as free time feel so heavy? Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Welcome to Retire and Rise. If you're reclaiming your time and seeking purpose in retirement, please like this video, share one thought below, and subscribe to join our weekly conversations. Today, I want to gently walk with you through a challenge many of us face after retirement: the struggle to manage time when the pressure of work is gone. Years of waking to schedules, responsibilities, and deadlines have shaped our sense of purpose. Now with those gone, many find themselves wondering, how do I fill this vast open time with meaning and joy? How do I find rhythm in the quiet? The awakening moment. In this conversation, we will explore this very challenge: how to navigate the emotional and psychological shift when work pressure disappears and time feels both free and strangely heavy. You'll learn about the science behind this transition, hear from experts who have studied aging and happiness, and discover practical strategies to reclaim your days with purpose and peace. Together, we'll uncover how retirees like you can build a new kind of routine, one that blends freedom with meaning, activity with rest, connection with solitude. So, whether you're newly retired or have been navigating this path for some time, this talk is for you, a warm invitation to embrace your time beyond work pressure. The awakening of curiosity. Retirement is a unique phase of life, a transition that transforms not just our schedules, but our very sense of self. Dr. Lovra Karstensen, a leading psychologist in aging, explains that as we age, our priorities shift. We become more focused on meaningful experiences and relationships, rather than accumulating things or chasing future goals. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, reminds us that happiness and meaning in life are deeply tied to the quality of our relationships and how we spend our time. His research shows that people who engage in fulfilling activities and nurture strong social bonds tend to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. But what happens when the structure that once guided us, the workday, the deadlines, the urgent demands, suddenly disappears? Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a pioneer in aging studies, points out that managing time wisely becomes crucial. Without the external pressures of work, retirees must find internal motivation and create their own frameworks to stay mentally and physically healthy. Yet, Dr. Becca Levy warns us about the invisible barrier of negative age stereotypes. When we buy into the idea that aging means decline or loss of purpose, it can undermine our confidence and willingness to adapt. The good news? With the right mindset and tools, retirees can transform what feels like empty time into a rich, vibrant chapter filled with growth, connection, and joy. Insight 1. Build a flexible, meaningful routine. Let's begin with the foundation: building a routine that feels both freeing and purposeful. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, an expert on life transitions, teaches us that routines aren't prisons. They're frameworks that help us feel grounded and productive. Similarly, Dr. Richard Leider, a renowned coach on life purpose, emphasizes that a flexible routine gives us control without rigidity. Here's how to start. Create a simple daily schedule. It doesn't have to be strict. Think of it as a gentle guide. Set a wake-up time that honors your natural rhythm. Plan regular meals and carve out moments just for yourself. Include time for reflection. This might be a short meditation, journaling your thoughts, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea. These moments help you stay connected to your inner world and your evolving purpose. Most importantly, keep your routine flexible. Some days you'll feel energized and want to dive into projects. Other days, rest and spontaneity are just as valuable. By embracing a routine that balances structure and freedom, you create a rhythm that honors your new life's pace and possibilities. Insight 2. Engage in activities that enrich body and soul. Time, when filled with enriching activities, becomes a source of vitality. Dr. Mo Wang, a psychologist specializing in aging and work transitions, highlights the importance of activities that nourish both body and mind. Dr. Ken Deichtwald echoes this, engaging in hobbies and physical movement supports not just health, but also emotional well-being. Consider exploring new hobbies or rekindling old passions. Gardening, painting, reading, or learning a musical instrument can awaken creativity and joy. Physical activity is equally vital. Gentle exercises like morning walks, yoga, or senior-friendly aerobics improve energy levels, mood, and even cognitive function. Another powerful way to enrich your days is by contributing to others. Volunteering or mentoring not only fills time but also instills a sense of accomplishment and connection. Remember, these activities aren't about ticking off a to-do list. They're about experiencing fulfillment, growth, and joy, ingredients that make time feel meaningful. Insight 3. Cultivate supportive and inspiring social connections. Humans are inherently social beings, and relationships are a cornerstone of happiness, especially in retirement. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's research on socio-emotional selectivity shows that as we age, we prioritize close, meaningful relationships over superficial ones. Dr. Becca Levy also highlights how positive social interactions can counteract negative age stereotypes and boost well-being. To foster these connections, schedule regular meetups or calls with family and friends. Consistent contact nurtures bonds and reduces feelings of isolation. Join clubs or community groups aligned with your interests. Whether it's a book club, a gardening society, or a walking group, shared activities create new friendships and a sense of belonging. Don't hesitate to open your heart to new connections. Sometimes reaching out when feeling lonely can lead to unexpected support and inspiration. Strong social ties don't just fill time, they fill life with meaning and warmth. Insight 4. Embrace lifelong learning and personal growth. Retirement is also a perfect time to embrace lifelong learning, an antidote to stagnation and a path to renewed purpose. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg encouraged retirees to see this phase as a re-entry into life with new roles and possibilities. Try enrolling in classes or workshops that interest you, whether it's history, art, technology, or wellness. Many communities and online platforms offer accessible learning opportunities. Learning keeps the mind sharp and opens doors to new passions and friendships. Dr. Richard Leider reminds us that discovering or rediscovering our life purpose is an ongoing journey. Retirement can be a time to reflect on what truly matters and to align your days with those values. Personal growth, fueled by curiosity and reflection, transforms retirement into a vibrant chapter of self-discovery. Insight 5. Practice mindfulness and acceptance. Another vital strategy is cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and accepting life as it unfolds. Mindfulness helps ease the anxiety that can arise when routines change and the future feels uncertain. Simple practices like focused breathing, body scans, or mindful walks can ground you in the present moment. Dr. Mo Wang's research shows that mindfulness supports emotional regulation and resilience in life transitions. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means acknowledging what is without judgment and choosing how to respond with kindness toward yourself. By embracing mindfulness and acceptance, retirees can find peace amid change and open their hearts to new possibilities. The final light. Let's take a deeper look at the science behind these strategies. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger's longitudinal research reveals that the brain remains remarkably plastic well into later life. This means retirees can continue to learn, adapt, and grow. His findings emphasize that the quality of our daily activities and relationships directly influences brain health and emotional well-being. Dr. Becca Levy's studies on age stereotypes show a powerful psychological effect. When retirees internalize positive beliefs about aging, they experience better health and cognitive function. Conversely, negative stereotypes can become self-fulfilling prophecies, underscoring the importance of mindset. Dr. Laura Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory explains why retirees focus more on emotionally meaningful goals, which enhances life satisfaction. Together, these insights underscore that retirement is not a decline but a dynamic phase rich with opportunity for growth, connection, and fulfillment. From knowing to becoming, as we come to the close of our time together, let's reflect on what we've explored. Retirement, with its freedom from work pressure, can feel both like a gift and a challenge. The key is to build a life that balances structure with flexibility, activity with rest, and solitude with connection. By creating a flexible routine, engaging in enriching activities, nurturing relationships, embracing lifelong learning, and practicing mindfulness, you can transform your time into a source of meaning and joy. Remember Dr. Waldinger's wise words, "Time is the greatest gift we have." When managed with a mindful heart, each day becomes an opportunity to live fully. Your retirement is not an ending, it's a new beginning, full of potential and promise. Until the next reflection, just when you begin to find rhythm in the silence, a new wave of questions arrives. What happens when the way we've always lived no longer fits the life we now lead? In our next conversation, we will face the quiet fear behind every major transition, the anxiety of changing who we are because life itself has changed. I invite you to join me again to explore this next chapter with courage and compassion. If this talk resonated with you, please share your story or thoughts. Connect with others who understand this journey, and remember, you are not alone. Together, we can turn the challenges of retirement into a path of growth, hope, and deep fulfillment. Thank you for sharing your time with me, your online neighbor, Ordinary People. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself and embrace the beautiful possibilities ahead. If this conversation touched you, honor this pause. Like the video so others may find it. Share in the comments how you make your days meaningful. And subscribe to Retire and Rise for gentle weekly guides on living fully after work. Tap the bell to stay connected.